So by convolution, what will we have got? The values are 2, 5, 6, 110, 6, 5, 6, 2. Okay. 2, 5, 6, 10, 6, 5, 2. This is 5. So here starting point at n equal to -3. I have said when you put this is at 0. Okay, that's why what will give the arrow. Where you will give the arrow? Arrow is the starting point. Okay, so you have to put arrow here. That means this is the n equal to 0 values. Is it clear? Is there any problem? This is very important technique to find a convolution. Okay, this is very important technique to find a convolution. So you should know this thing. Okay, to find the convolution of the discrete time signal, you have to use this matrix multiplication technique. Is very important or very easy to find convolution between two discrete time signal. Here we are finding our correlation, but since we folded one signal, that's why it's give convolution formula, and it's easy to find the correlation by using this convolution technique. Come to a new topic. Let me complete this topic. Okay. Come to write a new topic. I'll finish this thing in this class. That detection of periodic signal in the presence of noise. Okay, by correlation. How we can find a periodic signal when it's corrupted by noise? Okay, using the mathematical formula that is called correlation. Okay, correlation helps us to find a signal information or periodic signal, although it is corrupted by noise. How? Let me give that details. First of all, you should know what is noise. Noise is a signal, but it is undeterministic. What is undeterministic signal? Undeterministic signal are those signal we cannot give some mathematical formula those signal. Okay, and those are random in nature, random signal, and those are uncorrelated signal. Okay, we cannot make similarity between two noise signal. Okay, or we cannot give some equations to the noise signal. So you can write, we know that noise signals are uncorrelated with any periodic signal. Okay, but compared to the periodic signal, we cannot correlate it between noise and periodic signal. Okay, so noise is a random signal, so we cannot correlate. We cannot find the similarity between a noise signal and periodic signal. So now suppose a signal xt we are taking. Suppose a st is a periodic signal. Okay, and nt is a noise signal. Then how you can find the cross correlation between them? because these two signals are different. No, it is not. We are going. We are finding the correlation between two different signals. Okay, that's why we have to termed as cross correlation. Okay, then the cross correlation between them is given by R. Here Sn we have taken, so you can write S of Sn. Okay, tau equal to, this one is periodic, so you can write like this: limit t tends to infinity 1 by twice t integration minus t by t st and t minus tau dt. Okay, this is the formula of correlation in terms of periodic signal, isn't it? So R Sn tau limit t tends to infinity 1 by twice t integration minus t to t Sn and t minus t dt. Okay, so give it as a 1. So can you proceed to the next page? Since what we can say, since St, this periodic signal, and T are uncorrelated. Okay, again you can write 1 as a R Sn tau value equal to 0. You can write. Why you can write the 0? Because R Sn tau is nothing but is finding the correlation, or you can say similarity between two signal. Okay, but there will be no similarity. Why? Because both the signals are uncorrelated. One is noise, one is periodic signal. We cannot correlate them. We cannot correlate them. That's why we can write this equation 1 as a 0. Okay, so that is the concept. Let me give another thing. Suppose this signal, a periodic signal St, is passing through a system. What is system? I already said it is a process where some operation is applied to the input and it gives some output. Okay, in that response. So suppose a system, suppose St, a periodic signal, we are passing through the system. Okay, but in the system, in between transmission or anything, operation or anything, some noise has occurred, and T. And what will be the output then? Output will be Yt equal to St plus Nt, isn't it? St plus Nt. So our main topic is to find the periodic signal in the presence of noise using the correlation. Okay, here our signal is St is there, but it's corrupted by noise. So how we can find the correlation? How we can find this periodic signal again? With the help of this correlation formula, means correlation concept. So what we'll do? We'll take autocorrelation between this Yt. Okay, we'll take the autocorrelation of this Yt signal to find the periodic signal. So how we can do? Please look this derivation. The autocorrelation concept will come now. Okay, autocorrelation of the signal Yt is given. What is the autocorrelation formula? Can you remember? Why we have named is autocorrelation? Because both the signal will will be yt only. So that's why r yy we write. Okay, here r s and we have written because two different signal is given. Those are then this name is cross correlation. This is r yy means autocorrelation. Tau equal to limit periodic signal. Since those are periodic signal, that's why rt equal to t tends to infinity 1 by twice t minus t to t yt yt minus tau dt. Isn't it? We can write. We are going to find the autocorrelation between autocorrelation of this yt signal so that we can find the information of periodic signal. Okay. So when you put this yt values, this st plus n here, what will be the equation you just write? 1 by twice t minus t to t. Yt you can write what? T plus s plus nt. St plus nt you can write, isn't it? So write that. First yt you can write st plus nt. Second, yt is a shifted version of here t is replaced by here t is replaced by what? T minus tau. So you replace that. Yes, t minus tau plus n t minus tau dt. Okay. So when you break this multiplication of these two terms, you will get this big equations minus t to t. You will get st minus t plus st, because st will into this st and t minus tau. Okay, like that you can think that next again nt will come here, nt will be this. So it is st and t minus tau is second term, nt will come first. Yes, t minus tau is there plus nt is there and t minus tau is there. Okay. So when you bring this equation, this limit as well as integration inside this each of this term, you can see that this is what? This is nothing but autocorrelation function, because we have multiplying with the same signal. That's why this is autocorrelation. So these two are, you can say, cross correlation function, and this is also autocorrelation function, isn't it? So we know that since noise and any periodic signals are uncorrelated, that's why these terms will be zero. Cross correlation function will be zero for this case, because n is uncorrelated with the periodic signal. But we cannot say that we cannot say this term will be zero, because autocorrelation function is there. Okay, there they have high similarity between one version of the signal. Okay, come to there. So we can write here what is that? Ryy tau. Ryy tau. We can write this is at autocorrelation function, means rss tau plus you can write rnn. You can write rnn is the autocorrelation between the noise. Okay, this is one. So one thing you should know, this r means rss tau is the periodic in nature. Okay. Yeah, you can write like this. Since st is periodic signal, so rss tau would also have periodic. Okay, understand? And RNN tau is has very small value. That's also you should know. It has very small value. It's negligible. You can write negligible. Okay, negligible. Okay. So what has happened now? This equal to this means this is periodic. So you can find a periodic nature of RSS. So you have extract the signal as it is. Understand? So therefore you can say so ST is detected. You can say ST is detected. Okay, in the presence of noise. So this is all of this topic. Okay. So is there any doubt? Therefore, ST is detected in the presence of noise. You can say ST is means here we have to think about the information. Okay, that information of periodicity we have detected by correlation.